I think we all know what an object show is. It's a bunch of animated characters in a show. Duh. But have you ever wondered what was the first object show ever made? Or the history of them? You might not have, but I did some researching and I fell in a deep rabbit hole of object shows. My name is the Styrofoam Sniffer, and today I'm going to be going into the history of object shows and the object show community. First off, we need to know what an object show is so we can figure out what we're looking for. TV Trope says that an object show is a genre of web animated cartoons starring a cast of living and animate objects, which I think is a pretty good description. So now we can see the roots of object shows. Technically, the first recording of objects coming alive and being animated is the Japanese Tsukumogami folklore. This yokai comes from a 9th century poem called The Tales of Isle. The Tsukumogami, nailed it, are spirits of items that have been neglected or not been used for hundreds of years. They are also from certain forms of Buddhism and Shintoism, who believed that objects have souls and could be animated. They can also trick humans and basically haunt people, but they're harmless unless they go through certain rituals and become shapeshifters. Then they can be comparable to Japanese onai or demons, and they become monsters, and then they're dangerous. Common Tsukumogami can be sandals, lanterns, tea kettles, umbrellas, and more. Now this obviously isn't a show, but there are also few actual shows that are about them, including We Rent Tsukumogami and Tsukumogami Kashimasu. They came out later than the others, but I think this was still interesting to mention. The next object show, quotation marks, that I'm going to be going over is The Brave Little Toaster, which came out in 1987 by Disney. Directed by Jerry Rees, it is a 1 hour and 30-minute movie with a 7.2 rating on IMDb. And spoiler alert, it's about 5 electronics where their master disappears and they have to go through the city to try to find him. Some characters' names include The Radio, Blanky, Miss Mash, and Kirby! Kirby! Dun 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 dun. Oh, he's a vacuum. Total Fiery Island is also not a show. It's a comic book, but we're really getting there. Created in 2008 by Carrie Huang, Total Fiery Island had all the characters from Battle for Dream Island except Needle, Leafy, Pen, David, and Pin, with the teams being Murder Trout and Yelling Beavers. The comic strips were private until Carrie started posting them on his YouTube. And with challenges like crying contests and balance beams, BFDI was definitely influenced by Total Fiery Island. Now we're getting to the part that you've all been waiting for. BFDI was first thought of by Michael and Carrie Huang. According to the BFDI official character guide, Carrie thought of it in 3rd grade while thinking of rock, paper, scissors, which he thought was silly, and made his own version of water, fire, sponge. And in 5th grade, he turned them into characters. He also made the first BFDI comics as a math project, and the first episode being made in January 1st, 2010. There were 20 characters, and now the rest is history. There are 65 main characters with personalities, lore, algebrailians, songs, recommended characters, and 6 seasons, or 5 if you don't count BFB post-split. And now most object shows have been inspired by BFDI. Thank you for watching, and please subscribe.